Oh my god, you guys, our pigs got out last night. I have no idea how long they've been out, but we had a knock on the door half hour ago from a neighbor saying that the pigs are out and they're running around the neighborhood. We got one who literally came trotting right back in over here behind the shed. Just came bloop, 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 trotting right in here. So I let him up with a bucket, put him back in. The other two are together and they're at like a neighbor's house down the road. Matt's out there with Ayden trying to get them. He's got food and he brought a cage. Oh my gosh, I can't believe the pigs got out. The crazy thing is, honestly, I literally had a dream last night that the pigs got out. I literally swear to you, I had a dream the pigs got out. And thankfully though, they're little still, they're very small, so he may be able to get them in this cage and carry them back. They're not that big now. Together they would only be maybe 100 pounds, so oh my gosh, I hope he gets them. Alright, we got two of them in and they're bringing the last one that they caught in a cage. The other one we literally had to herd over here. I went over to help. It was way over in the neighbor's yard in the woods. Oh my god.
That was like a big adventure.
Oh, you guys are talking now? Like, hey, that was fun.
We had to go in people's backyards.
No! Are you okay? Welcome home, Willie.
Mom, look at his legs.
I know, he's stuck in there.
This is Willie.
Well,
let him go. Hold on.
His foot.
Oh yeah, there's an opening. They're like, oh, we almost got out, dude.
like we had an adventure.
Yeah, that was fun.
We did too.
There's your adventure, Ayden. Alright, we are going to give the lady who came over to tell us that our pigs were out, we're going to give her a dozen eggs to say thank you. I'm sorry if you guys can't see me, it's dark in here. Okay, well, that was an eventful morning. So now I am outside spray painting this new set I got on Craigslist yesterday. See, looks kind of crappy. Got some rust, but I am repainting it, repurposing it black. I'm constantly looking up at these pigs now. Oh my gosh, this is going to be constant for like the next 3 months of being worried about them getting out again. We got a little plan though, I think that we're going to do to hopefully prevent that, and I don't think they're going to be able to outsmart it and get out. So hopefully that works. A few days later, I gotta come out and get some of these tomatoes. Just went up to see the pigs. Actually, I should have showed you that. Duh. We built an enclosure around them inside the electric fence so they can't get out again. So we built it out of pallets. Bella's in the woods. Bella, come on! Come on, girl! Yeah. I am petrified that they're going to get out again, so I literally had Matt build the whole enclosure out of pallets and then the electric fence around that. They're not getting out again. So what's on today's agenda is planting. So most of our, it's early, I gotta let these guys out. Most of our crops that the fall crops that we planted on the porch are all seedlings now, pretty good size. I did plant yesterday these, which are the cabbage, hoping they do really well. I did put compost in the dirt, so I'm hoping, I mean, they actually are really perked up real good from when I planted them yesterday. So over here in this area for the fall garden, It's actually doing really well. So those are the cucumbers on the trellises. I have the, along the bottom here, peas. That's all peas that are just doing amazing. Growing real fast. I planted here. This is all by seed. This is, what is that? I think those are the radishes, and these are the beets. And right here we did the cabbages. And then I have the rest of this to do something else. I'm not sure what yet. Bella, come on! Come on, Belle! She's like over at the porch. Porch. What is wrong with me? She's over at the fence. Well, that was not fun. The lady next door let her little dogs out, so they came to the fence barking. Bella went to the fence barking, and trying to get her back was a big pain in the butt. We have been trying really hard to train Bella out here without a leash to listen, but that's her biggest issue. She does not listen. Another one. So we had gone and bought 6 more hens not too long ago, maybe a few days ago, and I just went in there and the turkeys knocked over the enclosure that we had the baby chicks in. We keep them in at night. My goodness, what is wrong with me? And killed 3 of the hens. So I texted Matt, and he's at work, and told him that we got to do something about this because these turkeys keep killing our hens, the babies. So, like the big ones, they fight back. They'll chase them around, but we need to separate the turkeys from the rest of the hens. And the baby turkeys that we have, the chicks, we're gonna need a place for them as well. It's not quite as crazy. They're with the meat chickens right now, so that's not a big deal. It's like they'll grow up at the same time, but these 4 turkeys, we need to get them in their own separate container, like contained area. And I tell you what, I would be very happy to put them on my plate because I don't like turkeys. Trying not to step on these guys is such a pain. I move these meat birds within this fence every day, and they've actually they can be moved one more time here, and then they've got to start over there, which is actually good because it's coming back. This, I don't know if this is where we're going to keep them. As long as we can keep them on grass that's rejuvenating by the time we get back over to that area, we can keep them here. I think that's what we'll do because I'm trying to keep them on as much fresh grass as possible. It must have been the dog, I just heard something. The end of the summer season for growing is kind of bittersweet for me. So I'm glad I got all the harvest that I did. This year is not the best for certain things. Certain things were great. But right now, actually, it's not that hard for me because I'm actually looking forward to the fall. The summer's been real crappy, hot, and then, you know, with everything going on, I'm looking forward to summer being over. I'm not a huge summer fan anyway, so, I mean, I prefer the fall. But as far as the crops go, I'm doing it a little differently than I did in the spring, so I'm adding compost to everything and making sure, you know, it grows really well, and hopefully, I mean, it grows really well. And right now I'm starting to rip out this lettuce. I have saved a bunch of seeds from it already. I'm gonna leave a few that are flowering, so the seeds will be coming out soon. Actually, I can see a couple now that are already at that stage, but I'm gonna leave a few. I'm gonna take out the rest. I'm feeding it all to the animals. Nothing goes to waste. And then I can use this side of this bed. I'm keeping the kale. The kale is gonna stay because it's still doing wonderful. But I'm gonna rip out most of this and use it for something else. This broccoli is, we've got a nice head here, and then a side shoot there, a couple of them. But other than that, there's really nothing. There's no broccoli heads. Oh, there's a little one there. I see one there. So I may actually just rip out some of these, like these smaller ones, because they're not doing anything and they're just taking up space. And honestly, the rabbits love broccoli leaves. There's one there. So we've got a couple that are doing okay. But for the most part, broccoli didn't do so well this year, which is, between that and the squash and the yellow squash and zucchini, that's a real bummer because we eat a lot of that stuff. And I really was hoping to put a lot away for the winter. But c'est la vie, I guess, right? So we turned our bolted crops, saved the seeds, ate a lot of the lettuce, saved the seeds, now feeding the pigs, turning it into pork, feeding the chickens, turning it into eggs, feeding the meat chickens, turning that into meat. Like, it's amazing. Oh, and can't forget the turkeys. I think that's it for our harvest right now. I just didn't want to disturb. There's actually bees over there. I didn't want to disturb them. Please pollinate, please pollinate. So I'm eating, well, brunch, I guess. And I just want to say, other than this cheese, all from our land. Pork, eggs, potatoes, everything's from our land. Oh, the squash, that was leftovers from last night. The pork was leftovers from last night. That is an outstanding feeling, and I encourage everybody to grow your own food.